Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. So the Queen has rescinded the never complain, never explain policy. Okay, now what's been happening is Harry and Meghan are constantly putting out in the media, they're blasting the royals out in the media. They did this, they did that, they did the Oprah interview, they're just blasting them out. Meghan was held hostage, and the worst of that was the Archie skin color allegation. Okay, now normally they would just not say anything, never complain, never explain, just let it pass over. But Meghan very craftily had Harry make the accusation. Oh, Harry says, yes, I heard the conversation, and so they have to respond to it. They're painted into a corner. Now, most recently, we have the little baby daughter who comes from a surrogate named Lilibet. Okay, and so immediately the Crown came out through the BBC and said the BBC has an inside source of the Crown, and the Crown says Harry never spoke to the Queen. Okay, there was no conversation about this. This comes out of the blue. And that makes Meghan and Harry look really bad. This looks like the new strategy. So, and they're fighting fire with fire. So let's just take a look at this. Let's look at them dropping the never complain, never explain strategy. Let's look at that first. Just get an overview. Ooh, 10 spades. 2 spades. Wow, Queen of Diamonds. Wow, no. Stop. What are we looking at? 10 spades. This is a disaster. They're breaking off and they're being very clever about it. 22, 24, 6 spades. It's the whole thing. The palace is reassessed and they just feel that they have to completely separate themselves from Harry and Harry's wife. It looks like they're going to deny everything. Everything that comes out from the Sussexes, they're going to deny it, and they're going to be really clever about it. And it's just an ongoing fight. It's like a battle, okay, a constant battle. And so they have to be really clever about this bad relationship, and they need to remain appearing. They want to appear regal. That's on the mind. Appear regal. They're afraid that this will end the monarchy. 9 spades, 10 diamonds. This can end the monarchy and stop it. And then we have the woman and the mother. Maybe that's because Meghan is getting some sympathy because people believe that she's a mother of 2. But she's really, now she's got Harry on the hook. It is about sympathy. You have to provide for your children. I think that Meghan, through the cards, it shows that Meghan now has a very good possibility of hanging on to Lilibet, because Lilibet is born in America. So she's going to get child support. So in terms of never complain, never explain, they just feel like it's really not working. It's an ongoing battle, and they really want to put a full stop to this. And they're going to use whatever means they have to put a full stop to it. Let's look at the palace and Harry and Meghan. The palace, Harry and Meghan. Is the palace going to war against Harry and Meghan? Are they really just going to war? Because this 2 spades is like, we want nothing to do with you. Just go away and be quiet. And pundits are out there saying, Harry's a jerk. He needs to just shut up. And there's several articles like that out recently. So is the palace literally going to war with the Sussexes? The palace and the Sussexes. Sussexes. This is interesting up here. Crossroads, Angel, 3 hearts. The palace has to look like the innocent party. They have to look like the innocent party. They have to look like they're taking the high road. They can't get into the ditch, into the mud, and wrestle with the pig. They just can't do it. Over here, the Sussexes manifesting constant trouble through their talking. 25, 28 secretly, and they're like poker players keeping their hand secret until they reveal the next terrible thing they're going to do. The palace, finger of God, outside things affecting everything exposed. 8 and 8, 16, 4 spades. They want to kill it. They want to kill all of these revelations and exposures. They want to kill it. So home and so to the world, hand in hand, they are a family and they're working together. So a lot of high road energy. Okay, I asked, is the palace going to war against the Sussexes? The Sussexes are at war with the palace. That's their battle plan. It's constant defamation, and the palace has to look like they're taking the high road, and they're trying to put a stop to all of these leaks and exposures. Is the naming Lilibet, is that the last straw? Because that's what people are pointing at, and that's the first success, in my opinion, the first big success that the palace has had recently, where they're like, no, you didn't tell us you wanted to name the child Lilibet. And I did read on that, and I saw that there was some kind of conversation, okay, but it was very deceptive. And I'm absolutely certain that the name Lilibet never came up. And I think basically the Sussexes said something like, well, we're thinking to name our child after you, which means Elizabeth. And she's like, oh, that's sweet, that's nice. But she had no idea. No one at the palace had any idea what they were really planning. And I think, from my reading, I think Meghan even sprung the name Lilibet on Harry. That's how crafty and clever she was. And that's the kind of thing that my own narcissist would do to me. She kept everything a secret. Everything. You know, we're meeting up with a couple to go hiking at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and at 12:55 she says, no, we're meeting my father to go look at a house. And I'm like, what? Because I planned this a week ago, and the dude confirmed it like 4 times, and he's on his way now. He's going to be here any minute. He's going to have a cow. Dude wanted to kill me. Why? This is what narcissists do. They're just awful. And she was doing it on purpose, of course. So was Lilibet the last straw? Naming the child Lilibet, was that the last straw? Is this the catalyst? We got death to the close relationship in the world. 12, 14, 4 diamonds. This is the last straw. I'm not sure how you would show the last straw other than coffin. That just broke the camel's back. I mean, you could put 10 clubs hamster wheel in there, but in this, if it was tarot, 10 wands, that would be good energy. The last straw, one last straw, it's too much. But here, in this cartomancy method, I would say that this is probably the best card. It is the last straw. They've really had enough, and it's kind of like they're ending the close relationship. Okay, with the world, they're ending the illusion of this close relationship with Harry and Meghan. What's underneath? Diamond ring, cornerstone, and straight razor. Cutting the union and the foundation. 6, 7, 2 clubs. Cutting this, cutting it. So this is the last straw. Lilibet was the last straw. That's it. That's too much. That's a bridge too far. You've gone too far. Okay. Yeah, you've gone too far. So is it the plan of the monarchy, the royals, to use the media every time? Meghan and Harry and Meghan, are coming out with these big exposés, and they make accusation after accusation after accusation. And normally, people outside the palace is above the fray. They're not political, they're not partisan, and they just stay above the fray. Well, now it's from inside the palace. Harry is from inside the palace. If Harry wasn't there standing with Meghan, then it would be someone outside the palace, like Fergie. Okay, and that's, it's from inside the palace these attacks are coming. So is their plan to use the media every time, like they did with the BBC? Every time an accusation is made, they're going to immediately run with a contrary story, denying and disputing and debunking what the accusation. Are they going to use the media every time, like they did with the BBC? Is that their strategy? Media. What do we have? We have connected on an ongoing basis in the deeply rooted situation. 8 and 5, 13, 4 hearts. They're stuck with Harry and Meghan. It's interesting how this is reading. Transforming very directly the path forward. 25 spades. They absolutely have decided to really change how they're handling the Sussexes. Really, really want to change that. They're transforming it, and they're going to take direct action now. Okay, never explain, never complain is indirect action. It's just not giving the fire oxygen. That's not what they're going to do. Now they're going to take very direct action. No, that's not true. We didn't do that. That never happened. No one spoke to us about this Lilibet name. Yeah. So I don't see media here. It's not clear what they're planning to do, but it's their plans are direct action. Direct action. Like they did with the BBC, like exposing them on the BBC. So what do we have? This is very interesting because the strategy that they've been using, never complain, never explain, is not working with Harry and Meghan. It's just simply not working, and they feel like it's a disaster and they need to be really clever, and it's a war. And so I asked, are the royals actually going to war? They're taking the high road. You're never going to hear that. You're never going to hear negative things. They're taking the high road. They're definitely taking the high road. So, and that leaves Harry and Meghan taking the low road, and that's the perception that they want. These are pigs rolling in mud, and they're not going to get down into the mud with them. That's how they're playing this. Was Lilibet the last straw? Absolutely. On the surface and underneath, they are cutting all ties. They're like cutting ties with Harry and Meghan. It'll be interesting to see what that actually means, because the Queen is meeting with Harry after the reveal of the Diana statue, which I don't believe is going to be black marble. I just put that up there because that's the only statue picture I have of Diana at this point, and that statue does exist. I don't believe the black marble statue is the statue that will be revealed. I hope not, because I don't think that's a good likeness of Diana. Diana didn't look like that. That's a very artistic rendering, to say the least. So I'll be interested to see how that plays out. And they're not going to tell us. They're going to tell Harry, who is, very worried about it and should be. But they're going to cut all ties. That bodes very poorly. Be careful what you wish for Harry and Meghan, because you may get it. Are they going to keep exposing them in the media? These are not media cards. These are direct action. They're going to transform everything. They're going to transform the path through direct action. And I think that can take any form, any and every form. So, and you also want to do that. You want to attack your opponent where he is not gathered. You know, Sun Tzu. And the royals are master strategists. Certainly the Queen is, and I think William is. And I don't think Charles is a master strategist. I think he enjoys a drink too much after dinner. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and